Hi, I'm Susan Olsen. You know me best as Cindy from the Brady Bunch, and I'm walking away from woke Hollywood. Hi, I'm Susan Olsen, and you may know me from a little show called the Brady Bunch, and this is my walk with video. I can't make a walk away video because I've never been a Democrat, and that's largely because of my grandmother. She was a staunch Republican, and if you walked into her house, you'd see tons of elephant figurines. She used to save all her dimes and give them to us grandkids because she couldn't stand to have a picture of Roosevelt in her purse. So she was pretty darned Republican. And when I was little, I grew up in California, and we had the Watts riots going on. And I wanted to know, what all the anger was about. It really bothered me. And she taught me about slavery. And she and my mother, my parents, she even bought me a comic book version of Uncle Tom's Cabin. And more importantly, she taught me that the reason she hated the Democrat Party was because it was started to keep slavery going. And the Republican Party was started to stop slavery. So, that convinced me. When I turned 18, I became a Republican, proudly voted for Reagan. And I remained a Republican until 2003, when I couldn't stomach W. So I became a party pooper. And as far to the left as I sometimes go, because, I still believe that liberal was a good word. And I'm open-minded, and I like to consider myself a classic liberal. But I've never even considered being a Democrat, because to me, the Democrat Party is the party of slavery. And I still see it that way. I see it that way more now than ever. But now they want to enslave us all. And I'll tell you how they're being real blatant about it. They're not even hiding it anymore, as far as I'm concerned. The attack on our First Amendment, the attack on free speech, which basically means, hey, we're the government. We have purchased the media so that we can propagandize you. And if any of you dare get out of line and start telling the truth, we will punish you. Now, I'm sorry, but that's third world country kind of stuff, in addition to so many other things that they're doing. Frankly, anything that they accuse Trump of doing is what they're already doing. Part of this war on the First Amendment is the war on our media. And I agree with Trump when he said, the media is the enemy of the people. Yeah, because they're lying to you. And I know that they're lying to you because they've lied about me. You may have even heard that once upon a time I was fired from a radio station for a homophobic rant. Well, it's not true. I was never fired. I spent the next 2.5 years at that same radio station. What happened was an argument between me and a very woke, aspiring actor seeking his 15 minutes. And it's not true. Yes, I went off on him. I sent him an email, private message. Nothing happened on the air, and he made it public. This happened back in 2016, and I was shocked that the media would go so far when all they had to do was call the station and find out that I wasn't fired and that nothing happened on the air. So I thought that they never bothered to do that. But a friend of mine said, no, they probably did bother, but they just didn't like the answer. They didn't like the truth. So they went with what they wanted to. I had hoped that this would die down. I was advised by people not to fight it and not to pour fuel on the fire. And so, I listened to the advice of people that are wiser than me. And We did the very Brady renovation, which had a lot of publicity, and this story didn't come up, so I really thought, okay, maybe, my friends were right. It did die down. So we had so much fun on that show that we Brady brethren decided to, we wanted more. We wanted to work together some more. So we were working on a reboot, which actually it wasn't that bad. And we all had a hand in our characters, and I thought, this could be good. And what I liked most is that it was going to continue what Roseanne Barr had tried to do, which is to show a family who have different beliefs and different opinions, but at the end they all still love and respect each other. But we know what happened to Roseanne. So it wasn't long before my agent got a call saying that the network that owns the franchise had a problem with me because of a homophobic rant that I had 6 years prior, where I was fired, and we explained it wasn't a true story. Anyway, they even did a social media search on me, in which they found a lot of things that I was saying during the time that I had a political show, and they thought that it made me too dangerous to play the character that I played for over 50 years. If the project continued, it would have to be without me. I stand by everything I said, although if I didn't have a political show, I wouldn't be so political. I definitely would not be so political when under contract. I wasn't during the HGTV show. It's just not appropriate. But for everything that I said back in the day, I stand by it. I know that I was right. But in Hollywood, you can't be right. You must be left. It went through some metamorphosis. I was approached again, saying that they could bypass the network, whatever. But I have no interest. I promise you that I will never be part of a woke Brady Bunch, because to me, the Brady Bunch represents everything that the left are attacking. It represents an intact nuclear family, kids and parents who respect each other, and not to mention, well, a father who isn't an idiot, and a standard of living that we can no longer attain. And if the left have their way, we will never come anywhere close to that ever again. That is what the Brady Bunch stands for to me, and I will defend it. And it's far more important to me, even though I used to think it was super uncool. Now I'm a mom, I'm a patriot, I get it. I know why people love the show, and I do too. So it stands for principles that I stand for, and, F Hollywood. They're a bunch of idiots anyway. If somebody were to come along and take the food from your child or grandchild's mouth, or take their country out from under their feet, you wouldn't stand for it. So why would you vote for it? Walk away. Don't walk away, run away. The Democrat Party is not what it used to be. It's not the party of JFK. It's not even the party of RFK Jr. They won't have him. I'm sorry, it's like a dog that got rabies. Maybe you love that dog. Maybe you have great memories, but it's sick and it's going to kill you and your family. You got to walk away. Love you. Mwah!
For more great videos, download the Walkaway Social app at walkawaysocial.com. Share your testimonial and join our community.